We'll play a song now, right? One of my great track, Watch That Man, off one of my favourite albums, A Love Insane by David Bowie. But during that, can you think of a couple of things for me? What's the best thing that's ever happened to you? Can you think about that for 3 minutes? Me and Steve will leave you alone. Just the best thing that's ever happened to you. Remember and think that is amazing. Yeah, can you do that? Play. Watch That Man. David Bowie. Steve's caught unaware there, just wandering around, not quite ready, were you?
Well, no, I'm just relaxed, you know, just laid back, just hanging.
Yeah, Carl.
Yeah.
Best thing that's ever happened to you? Best event, best day in your life?
I mean, there's loads of things that happen. Like,
yeah.
No, but, do you know what I mean? You can go for obvious stuff like, you know, meeting Suzanne, sticking with her and having a nice holiday.
Take that as read.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got that on your desert island, that's already done.
Well,
and the day you got your qualifications through.
Yeah, the history.
Probably, I mean, when you asked me then, the first thing that came into my mind, right, that was a real surprise, right, because it's like, you get surprises on your birthday and that, don't you? But they're not really surprises, because you're hassling your mum and dad for stuff, and then they, you know, they might buy it you. So it's not really a real surprise, is it? Do you know what I mean? So I'd say something that was really like, oh yeah, nice one, I've got something here, is the time when my dad said, empty the bin, will you? Right? I said, oh, do we have to? And I was watching something, it was like, why don't you, or something like that on the telly.
Is this what started your tea bag and banana skin collection?
Right, so it was like, do you know in the summer holidays where you'd have dead good telly in the morning, you had like, the Monkeys.
Yeah,
and it was
banana
Why
splits.
Don't You, banana splits and all that, right? And I was like, loving that, I was watching that, my dad said, empty the bin. I said, oh, the Monkeys are on in a minute. He said, well, just empty the bin. So I emptied it, and I just put it near the door. He said, don't leave it there. He said, stick it near the bins in the garden. I was like, oh, I'll put it there later. He said, no, do it now. Right? So I was like, oh, if I miss the beginning of this, I'll be livid, right? So I picked it up quick, ran out down to the bottom of the garden, slung it in the corner, and sort of went to turn back to go back in, and had to look again, because they had like a little AA truck. They bought me, it wasn't brand new, but he'd got it from somewhere, a little AA go-kart, you know, one of them, like, little things that, I mean, I was young.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And it was like,
go-kart?
What kind of, you know, the plastic ones?
Yeah.
When you're about, I don't know, I must have been like 5 or 6 or something.
So I don't quite follow, had he sent you out there?
My dad sent me out with a bin bag so I could see, like, what he'd got me. And it wasn't my birthday or anything, he'd just got it from somewhere.
You sure you hadn't just nicked it and dumped it out the back?
Possibly.
Sure.
But, that was like a genuine, like, oh, yeah, smart.
Yeah.
So I went back in, watched the telly and that for a bit and went back out.
You thought, sod that.
Did I tell you about my go-kart?
Yeah, like you...
Yeah.
About your dad giving it away.
Yeah.
What's the story?
I think I've told you some of that.
Have you gone? What? Tell it again.
Well, have I told it on air? I can't remember, maybe I just told you it. When I was about 8 or 9, I had a go-kart and I loved it. It's one of those that you press back and forth.
Yes.
And I used to come in every day, used to just get changed, and run out, and it was, behind the shed, and I used to just go up and down the garden. And one day I came running in, and I ran out, and I couldn't see it. And I went to the back door, my mum was washing up, and I went, where's my go-kart? She went, your dad swapped it.
Your dad swapped it?
Yeah. With it was his mate, Jimmy, in the pub. He went, it's just, I said, what, oh. She went, yeah, he swapped it for a wheelbarrow. So I went and looked back, and there was this wheelbarrow, right, that was obviously just came off a building site. Yeah. Covered in concrete. I couldn't, it was steel, right, I could hardly move it. Yeah. And I went back and I went, really? She went, yeah, it's your wheelbarrow.
See, I'm thinking if my dad lost a wheelbarrow that day.
Yeah, and I used to push that up and down, it wasn't the same. And
you used to push the wheelbarrow up and down? Anything in there, or?
No, I just liked I was just trying to sort of keep myself amused. Yeah. But anyway, that summer, I went on holiday, and I went to Bognor with my mum and my nan.
Another wild holiday.
Yeah, yeah. And I was sort of out by my caravan, and I made friends with this kid, and he'd hired a go-kart from the caravan, is that right? And I remember him going around in it, and it was great. And I said, I've got a go-kart. And the caravan window opened, and my mum said, don't lie.
You've got a wheelbarrow. Be truthful.
I had a go-kart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so tragic.
Yeah.
Did you ever really forgive him for that? I'd never forgiven my dad if he'd swapped a go-kart for a wheelbarrow.
I just thought that's part of the course, isn't it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're in charge.
Sure. Did you used to rush home, change, and into that sort of gardener's gear? Yeah. Straight into your hard hat and dungarees.
I go, Mum, any bricks need moving?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Oh, dear.
Oh, that's so tragic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Still, that was your happiest day.
Yeah.
Beautiful car.
That's the one that sprang to mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, and my unhappiest. You see how go-karts can be good or bad? Does that make you think, Carl? That the go-kart is, you know, is good and evil?
Yeah.
Play a record. I'm
some
upset.
ads.
Huh?
So, some
Oh,
ads.
brilliant, what ads have you got?
I've got these.
Electric Soft Parade. Same way every day on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais.
Within Steve Merchant.
Sure.
Rick, I only had one thing I had to do all week. Okay,
What was that?
I was all week, I was so excited about getting up Friday morning, phoning, getting Bruce Springsteen tickets. The Boss is playing in October. And basically got up too late.
Well, not sold out already, you just
Sold out, it had sold out, but I've started calling about 12:30, it sold out. I trawled the net, I trawled, all the phone lines.
Some of those buys are bulk buys for selling on, aren't they? They're not all individuals.
This is the problem. I mean, I don't know how many people they can fit in Wembley Arena, but sold out by 12:30, and that's popular.
Wembley Arena?
Yeah.
It's about 12,000, isn't it?
I was so gutted. It was all I had to do. I was so looking forward to it. I phoned up one of those, like, quite dodgy ticket agencies. Do you know how much he was offering to— you know, they're 45 quid to buy. He said the starting price is 225 quid. I mean, that to me is like a ticket tout, like a legal ticket tout.
Are they allowed to do that?
I don't know, it's crazy. I was so angry.
They could make— they'd have to say their booking fee was £150.
Exactly. So but now I'm like desperate, I don't know what to do. I'm just wondering if I can abuse our position on the radio and just try and scrounge them from anyone who's listening. No, I mean anyone who's listening who's got the power to get them, you know, or—
This is begging, isn't it?
It's exactly what it is, Rick, yeah. Yeah, I was gonna try and dress it up.
Yeah.
But it's just begging.
That ticket tout's after you as well, for dissing him.
Ricky.Gervais
Don't bring me into it.
Shut up. Ricky.Gervais@xfm.co.uk. If there's anything you can do to get me a ticket, I'm willing to pay for it. Up to the price of 45 quid. You know.
Yeah, wow.
No,
second hand.
Yeah,
30.
Yeah.
You don't wanna throw your money around,
I'll give
Steve.
25 quid, come on. Don't you know who I am?
Yeah.
But that, I mean, do you know what I mean? Because I'm just, like, I asked Carl if he could sort it out. He's done nothing. He's achieved nothing.
I know.
So I'm just desperate. I'm in a desperate situation and I don't quite know what to do.
I'll tell you this though, Carl. Don't bother doing favours for him, because he's not grateful. You give him something, and he goes, right, does this mean I have to give you something back? And I go, well, no. He goes, good.
Well, I got your Cure tickets and you did nothing but
Yeah, it was
whinge about
rubbish,
it.
that gig.
There you go,
It was rubbish. I went along to that gig, it was a balmy summer's night. The Cure, as far as I'm concerned, owe me a balmy summer's night, because I wasted it. Hour and a half they played 4 hits. I don't want to hear their dirge from, like, some dodgy album from, like, 1984. I'm not interested. Play the hits. Boys Don't Cry, Love Cats, blah, 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 blah. Instead, I got nothing. I was so angry. I was just— oh, man, I was
You were
so
probably angry at Carl, weren't you?
I was angry at Carl for wasting my time getting me the tickets for
Do you know
free.
what I mean,
If
Carl?
I paid for it,
Are you
I'd have
getting
been
to see
absolutely
what
livid.
sort of a bloke Steve Merchant is?
No, it's not the point. Do you not agree, though, if you're gonna go and see a band like The Cure on a summer's night, Hyde Park, you do not want to hear some obscure B-sides and album tracks.
But that was a great thing about when I saw Bowie at the BBC. He played—
When you what?
You know about that?
I don't know about this.
Yeah, you do.
What? When did you see Bowie?
At the Jonathan Ross recording.
Oh, what, your showbiz friend Jonathan Ross?
Yeah.
What was this? Was that TV thing he did?
Yeah.
You went to that? You haven't told me about this?
Yes, I have.
No, you haven't.
Well, you were away, I think.
No, I wasn't. Because I watched it on TV.
It was amazing.
Well, don't tell me that.
It was incredible.
Were you seriously there?
Yeah. And then I went onto his show on the Saturday.
Did you?
Yeah. Because I was just— John said, oh, I need someone to come in, yeah. And I went onto the radio
So you were
show.
hanging out with Bowie?
Yeah. And
Go on. Who else was there?
well, the weird thing was—
Shall I go through my favourite artists and you just name them and see if they were there, just let me know.
No, but it was amazing, right? Because he played, just doing local— it was the Meltdown thing. And he did, Be My Wife, which was great. Then he started doing Fame. Right, and they've been talking about Ziggy in the interview. He was going, oh, everyone goes on Ziggy, will you just stop it, right? And it was sort of like, got to a point where he was going, oh, and it was really funny, and, but Jonathan's like favourite phase was like that. And then he started playing, Fame, and it was really good, and he just went, stop this. This isn't, let's do Ziggy. and my spine tingled. I was well done. And he did Ziggy Stardust, and I'll tell you what, it sounded like the album version. And it's got an amazing band, and I love it when they do that. I hate it when just because they've been going for 25 years, they start changing
Sorry,
it.
I can't believe that you went to this, that you knew you were going to this, and you never asked me. You never asked Jonathan if you could get me in. I mean, seriously, I mean, you know how much that would have meant to me.
Yeah, but it was very tight. Apparently, I know, but it was very sought after. Apparently, Richard Branson couldn't get in. There was a queue, so I was like, especially, there was me and Jane went, David Baddiel and Frank Skinner.
Oh, what, some new showbiz friends of yours, are they?
No, I mean, I'm rubbing it in, Steve, I know.
I can't, I'm just...
But you might not have liked it, you might have complained, like, Carl got you the Cure, and you turned it back on it.
That was rubbish, though. That was rubbish.
Well, you might not like what David did, you know.
I'll tell you this, seriously, if I find out that you that you've gone to some secret gig or something in the future, and I find out you've been, seriously, that's it. There's no more Office, there's no more, no, I'm not joking, I'm not mucking around, because that to me is like, that's what friendship is, that's like, textbook example of friendship.
What do you think, Carl?
No, I just think that's really off.
No, you were away. You were
No, I wasn't away.
Yeah, you were, yeah.
I wasn't away, don't try and fool me.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been away. If I was away, I wouldn't have been away if you told me that was happening.
You were asleep.
I'm, seriously, we can joke about it, but I'm really angry about this.
What do you think, Carl?
There's a secret, right, apparently there's a secret Bruce Springsteen gig that's been planned.
I'm going.
It's all, are you? Seriously, but seriously, if I find out you're at that, I will, I mean...
Oh, dear.
Play a record so I can shout expletives at Ricky Gervais. I tell you what, lovely bit of electronic.
Oh.
Just to calm and soothe me. Seriously, I'm not joking, that really winds me up. That really winds me up.
The Cure was good.